The magnetic stripe's been around for over 40 years, and that was the original delivery mechanism of getting the card information into either the point of sale terminal or the ATM that's out there. So the problem and the reason why we needed to shift away from it is the criminals out there have been able to make what they call skimmers, and skimmers can exist on an ATM or a point of sale terminal or a gas pump, anything that receives a magnetic stripe card. So once they have your PIN and they have a copy of your card, then they can go empty out your bank account. So EMV helps get around that. Nautilus Heating, we have anti-skimming technology for the majority of our models that can be purchased and applied to ATMs, either new purchases or in the field. So that's out there. But the reason why it's so much more secure is the magnetic stripe was just, it was data that was encoded there, and that was it, it was done. With the chip card, it allows for two-way interaction between the ATM and the card. So it allows for a greater level of data exchange as well as a higher level of encryption. Card-based fraud has been around since cards came out. It's always been there, but it's always been the responsibility of the issuing bank. So as a consumer, I had no liability. Well, I had a $50 maximum liability, and then the issuing bank was responsible for the remainder of the fraudulent charges that occurred on my card. So that's always been there, and it's always been the responsibility of the issuing bank. With liability shift, those fraudulent transactions, the amounts of those fraudulent transactions can now be shifted to the non-compliant party. So EMV is not a mandate. You don't have to upgrade to EMV, but what it does mean is that liability shifts to the non-compliant party. So if you're the non-compliant party, fraudulent transactions that occur at your ATM are now going to be your responsibility. The one big benefit to the ISO community and for the FIs is that, this has forced a little bit of a technology refresh, which is certainly going to help take advantage of, different opportunities that can drive, more transaction volume and more revenue to the ATM operator. So that's pretty exciting.